Hello yogis, welcome to your practice. Today we're going to do a couple fun poses with our yoga strap. So go ahead and get your strap and make a big loop with it. And you want that loop about the length of your leg or so long. We can adjust it if we need to as we go. Make sure that it catches so it gets tight and it's not going to slip. And then come on to your back to get started. So as you come down onto your back, just make sure that strap is in a place that you can reach. And we'll just start on our back for a moment. Take a moment to transition into our practice. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Close your lips. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale back out through your nose. You're creating a ha-like sound in the back of your throat, igniting ujjayi breathing. All right, as we transition into the mood of our practice, grab a hold of your strap, bend your knees, and take your strap around the ball of your right foot. So you don't want it too far back. And you want it so when you're pulling on the strap, it actually makes your foot go into a flexed position. And then just hold on to the outer sides of the strap, I guess, and extend your left leg long. If you have really tender lower back, just keep your left knee bent here. And we start right here with the strap. So we're extending up through our right heel, and you have the ability to pull that leg in closer or let it come forward. You can bend your knee if you need some more space. Allow yourself to breathe length into the back of your right leg. As you're breathing length into your right leg, relax your neck and shoulders. If you'd like to, you can go a little bit deeper with me. So I think my strap is a little long. I'm going to shorten it up a bit. And first, show you this version. You're going to hook your forearms through your strap. So the strap goes right at the eye of your elbow. Palms come together in prayer, and then let that prayer go over the top of your head. So you'll have to adjust the strap. You might have to play with it a little bit. And you can be hands-free. If you have arthritic hands or that just stresses you out, you can kind of use the balance of your arms and your leg to find a place where you're not working too hard here. This is kind of the next phase. That feels awfully good in my body, but if you feel like you want to come into hammock, which is one of my absolute favorite poses in yoga, I'm going to need my strap a little longer than it is right now. So I'm just going to loosen it up just a tiny bit. And it's always a work in progress. The more you do these poses, the more you'll know how long you want your strap to be. The strap is going to go behind the back of my head. It's above my ears on my skull, not on my neck at all. The length of the strap makes it easy for me to completely let go in this pose, allowing myself to just close the eyes and enjoy the stretch. For me, this is the most relaxing version of this pose. Once you get a hang of it, it feels really good. So wherever you've chosen to be, let's take about 6 or 7 more breaths here. Breathe into getting longer in the back body. Pay attention if this right side waist has gotten short. Keep the right hip reaching down. And if your hand's free, you can even do this little self-adjustment where you take your thumb into your right hip crease and kind of push down and away from your shoulders. It just deepens the pose slightly. For the last couple breaths, if your hand's free and you want to, use your hands to massage the back of your right leg. Feels very good. All right, slowly, this is where the magic happens. Take the strap from wherever it is, arms or leg or hands. Release your right leg long and just lay it on the ground next to your left. and literally feel like your right side is longer than the left. It is like magic. So pay attention. What does your leg feel like? What does your buttocks feel like? Your lower back. Sometimes I have to look because it literally feels like my leg is inches longer. Let's go to the other side and balance out. So bend your right leg to get started. Take the strap around the ball of your left foot. Find a place where you can hold on to the strap and then relax your arms and shoulders. You just start easy here. Lifting up to the left heel. If it feels appropriate too, you might be able to release your right leg long, or you might do that and realize it puts a lot of arch in your back, and if that's the case, you'll want to bend your leg again. Breathe into creating space in the back of the left leg. Now we kind of know where we're going, so if we want to, we can bring the forearms into the strap, bring your palms together, and drop your hands over the top of the head. If I was going to stay here, I would definitely shorten my strap because I don't feel as deep of a stretch, although it's pretty relaxing. So find a place that you can sustain. And if you're going to stay there, you want it to feel like you're getting a deep stretch, but you're not like working your shoulders the whole time. They're able to relax. Okay, but because I know that I'm going into hammock, because it's my favorite, I'm going to take that strap now behind the back of the head. If you wear swim goggles or ski goggles, it's very similar in height to where you'd put it. So you're not putting anything on your neck here. Head is floating. If this is uncomfortable, and to tell you this on the first side, you can always put a bolster behind your head and still have the strap behind there, and that way you're not feeling like, especially when you're learning, sometimes my neck's a little off or I'm a little tight, and I feel like that just gives me more support. So feel free to put a pillow behind your head here. Allowing yourself to just be in your version that you've chosen. And if you want to add that little left thumb hooked into the left hip crease, do that. Just a tiny bit of tugging the flesh of your body out to the left and then towards the top of your mat where your right foot is. Can you do that without putting too much strain in your neck, shoulder, hand? Man, I haven't done this pose in a while, and it is so juicy and so delicious in the body. If you want to, use your hands to massage the back of your left leg. All right, let's take the strap from wherever it is behind the head, hands, arms, and then again, just observe stretching the left leg out. It's not as miraculous of a shift because you've already done the right side, but just feel, I really notice this in my butt and in my lower back. So just feel that. Do one more here with the legs and straps. I know you're like, yeah, my legs are break, but this will feel really good since we're already stretched out. So take the strap again around your right foot, go back to that beginning leg, and first we are going to let the foot come over towards the left. Now, if you're really uncomfortable with this, you can use a bolster or a block underneath your leg to support it. The way I like to do this pose, you can also use your hand. It's like a little kickstand here. The way I like to do this pose is I like to take the strap in my left hand and get my left shoulder grounded. And then, if I want to adjust it a little bit tighter or higher up with my right, I can. So my left leg is grounded here. For some of you, not going to open up this much, right? Some of you are probably laughing at me like, yeah, right. So it's okay if you're here. It's okay if you're here. We're all a little different. For those of you that are feeling really open, as soon as you open your leg, try to move your foot up towards your right shoulder more. Keep that left hip on the mat, left shoulder on the mat. And we just got a couple more breaths here. When the backs of the legs and the hamstrings are open, It opens up the lower back, the hips. Come on through center with your leg. You're going to keep the strap on this foot a little bit longer. Keep both hips rooted. Turn your pinky toe, so you're twisting your ankle a little bit up to the sky. Already I feel a stretch. So you're going to feel this down your shin and your IT band. Keep your right hip grounded and take your foot just a foot over towards the left. Pressing that leg closer towards straight and pulling that foot closer up towards above your chest. Some of us don't have to go far to feel a lot. Less is more. You don't want to go into too deep of a stretch. Wow. Wowza is all I have to say about this one, because I am really tight. And if you want to kind of push it a little bit further, you can. Notice how my right hip is still grounded. That's what is initiating that rooting down of that hip to get the stretch to move all the way up into my IT band, the outer part of the leg. And this would be a great thing to combo with doing some foam rolling afterwards. And so for the last part, you can stay here. If you need this, stay here. Otherwise, you can take this into a full twist where you're letting your right foot come to the ground. Maybe you're twisting your left hip under and then the right arm reaching back towards the right. And you're just rinsing out. I feel this immensely in my outer right hip. Breathing, letting your back unwind. Let's come back through center. Bring your right knee in. One more time, just stretch your right leg out and observe right and left side. Getting more and more open, right? More and more open. Switch legs. So strap around the ball of the left foot. First, we open up towards the left with our legs. I'm going to move kind of the tail of the strap over to the right. Stretch my right leg out and let my left foot come to the left. Now again, you might just come a little bit and that might be enough for you. Use your props if you need to under your leg. I gotta migrate around my plant here, who is like literally blooming into the new light of spring right now. As the foot comes lower, anchor your right elbow and shoulder down. I have this like perfectly, not on purpose, but I have like the little knob of the strap, the little buckle that I can hold on to so it's not slipping. And you do want to take any tension out of your hands, your shoulders, your neck that you don't necessarily need, right? So you obviously have to hold on, but try to relax the rest of the body. Anchor down through the right hip. Remember, your body will open. If you do this more often, it's easier. If you do it never, it's hard, right? Just like anything. We practice, we're able to see results. Last couple breaths here. Let's bring that foot up to the sky. Recenter your lower back. Turn your left pinky toe up so you really twist at that ankle. Oh my gosh, already feeling a stretch. Some of us don't need to go any further. Then take your foot towards the right, just enough. Keep your left hip grounded. Try to relax your neck and shoulders. Get your arms in a position where you're just holding with your hand or hands, and that's it. My elbows are down by my side body. Neck and shoulders are completely relaxed. Try to press your extended leg a little straighter. Breathe into the sensations you feel. Let's go to that full twist if you wish, or maybe you just go a little further. Ooh-wee. So I'm going to just let my foot come to the ground, scoop my right hip underneath me, and then reach my left arm back across and gaze to the left. And that feels like the yummiest, juiciest twist. As you're there, breathe into the tight spaces, release stress. A lot of this practice is just being here. Be in your body, Be on your mat. Be with the thoughts in your mind. Allow yourself to choose. Is this thought relevant? Do I want to be thinking about this? If the answer is no, send it on its way. We are powerful. If we're digesting information that's negative, we're going to feel negative. All right, come on back. Whew. Place that strap off to the side. As you do, stretch your legs out and just feel what you've done for yourself right now. Let's bring both knees in and just give yourself a little rocking. Give yourself a squeeze. Take a deep breath in. And spread out on your mat. Give yourself a couple breaths here just to receive. If you have time for a longer shavasana, I encourage that. It feels so good to release tension physically. When we release tension physically, we also are releasing places in our mind, in our brain. As you allow yourself to free up some space, let go of old habits, let go of old thoughts. I encourage you to bring in whatever it is that you want to feel, whatever it is that you want to do. And I thank you so much for joining me today. Bring your hands together, kiss your thumbs right at your third eye center, igniting that space of inner knowledge, inner wisdom. We seal our practice. May the divine in me greet and honor the divine in you. Thanks for being here. Namaste.